Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday Mobility with Janine from Whole Body Health. Today's mobility is geared towards outdoor adventure. Actually, I guess you could use it anytime. It's a full body movement circuit to get you warmed up. We're going snowboarding, first time on the mountain since we moved here. So super excited about that. Go ahead and join me if you like. If not, save this for later. It's a great full body warm up. So I'm gonna start with some arm circles. So moving one at a time. Just kind of warming up the shoulder joints. I'm moving fairly quickly through this. I am getting in the car, so I will do another warm up right after I get there. Obviously, I won't be getting on the ground for that, but something in the variation that we'll be doing today. Creating some heat as I move those shoulder joints, trying to get that full range of motion. I am a snowboarder. Yes, I know, for all you skiers, not big on that. But anyways, I love it. Shoulders need to be warm, wrists need to be warm. Okay, I'm gonna warm up the wrist just a little bit, just kind of open things up. My wrists have been pretty stiff lately. Those forearm muscles have been pretty tight. So I'm just gonna nice and gently, I'm still cold, so I don't wanna be ripping into these stretches. Just nice and gentle, kind of pulsing through the movement. Whew, there's a spot there. For all you people who are on your phones or on the computer a lot, all through here, that forearm, very important. It's gonna limit your wrist mobility. Okay, so I'm gonna come on up. I think I'm gonna lose my head, that's okay. Okay, and I'm just gonna shift from side to side. I'll show you a couple different angles here. Just kind of opening up the lower back. I noticed this morning I'm a little tight all through that lower back area. Not how I wanna start my snowboarding day, but that's okay. It is what it is. We'll just warm it up a little bit. So a little bit wider stance here. I'm gonna go into a wide squat. Ooh, the zippers are pinching me. Wide squat, and then raising those hips up into a hinge. Now working the hamstrings back here, opening up the hips, lower back down to that squat. Trying to start getting the chest up a little higher. Back to hinge. Squat, bringing those feet in a little closer so I can get more of that regular squat. Hinge. Turn this so you have a different angle here. Down to squat again. Now I'm going to work that internal rotation. We forget about this aspect and we lose it a lot of times as we get older. As we get super stiff, as our hips become more prone to the external rotation, the toes pointing out position. So we want to make sure we work that internal rotation too. Woo, and my hips are definitely getting nice and warm. I can feel it. Internally rotating this side, and then going to the other side, pushing that knee down. You can also go down to the ground for this here. Not getting as much out of it, but you can kind of work that movement here. Same thing on the other side. I'm kind of pinning my foot down so my ankle's not moving on this one. Okay, coming back to that squat position. Go ahead and step it out to a plank. I'm gonna hold here, squeezing everything really tight, and then bringing that left leg up. Oh, ski pants. I'm just kind of checking out what's going on here, moving that knee around, trying to find some space in those hips. Okay, and I'm gonna start working the back. This is just reminding me that I need new ski pants. I'm gonna push those elbows down towards the floor, working some more mobility there. Yeah, a little rotation in here. Okay. Then I'm gonna rotate to the other side. I don't do this a lot, but it's good to open both directions. Definitely get a different stretch going that way. And I'm gonna go back to my plank position. Holding here. And I see I wore way too many clothes for doing this with you guys today. I'm gonna adjust my pants again. Checking out this side, see what's going on. Elbows towards that ground. Adding some rotation. And then going to the other side. And this is my tighter side. So if you're watching this, you might notice this side is a little more of a struggle for me to get into. It's the tighter side for me. Back to plank, holding that plank position. I'm gonna drop those knees down. Show you a different angle. I'm gonna shift down, stretch it out in front. So I'm opening my knees a little wider, just so I can get my hips down there and kind of shift around, see how things feel. You can go narrower if you can get your bottom down. Just kind of play with your positioning this morning. Okay, I'm gonna come back to my plank position. And I'm gonna go down to downward dog. I'm gonna work the back of the leg, those calves especially, pedaling the heels down. I don't know if you can see this with my snow pants on. Pedaling out each foot, really pressing it to the ground one at a time. And then I'm gonna push both heels down. And then coming up on the toes, a little bit of toe work. So pushing through those hands. Don't become lazy in the arms. Pushing the heels down one more time, pedal them out. And then dropping back down to those knees. Dropping down again. Stretching things out. Come back to plank position. Hold here, nice solid plank. I'm gonna drop the legs towards the ground, but right now I'm on my toes still. Okay, and then go ahead and drop the thighs to the ground, so flatten out those feet. And press up from there. And I'm just gonna come in and out of those press ups. A lot of tricep action going on the snowboarding. Not because of falling, but because of sitting down, buckling in. And every time you get up off the ground, you gotta use the triceps and the core. Okay, from here, I'm gonna go ahead and put those legs together, squeeze the thighs, open the arms, and squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. I'm gonna hold here, nice neutral neck, and then relax. I'm gonna lift up. Now you should feel this more in that upper to mid back. You should not feel crunched in the lower back. If you're feeling it in the lower back, try squeezing your butt a little more. If you still feel in the lower back, you and I need to talk. We need to do some work on that. You've got some work to do. Down, we're gonna do it one more time. Okay, and then I'm gonna lift back up. And then back to down dog, or to child's pose, whatever it's called. Okay, I've got one more thing to do here. I'm gonna come up to an elevated surface. I've got a box with my roller on it. You can use a couch. You can use the counter. You don't have to use the roller with this. I like using the roller. I can get a little bit more movement with it. So what I'm gonna do, you can see it, I'm gonna put my elbows up here just outside shoulder width. I put my hands together, but whatever is comfortable for you. You maybe have to work towards this. Maybe out here is where they have to go because of shoulder mobility. Kind of play with it. And I'm gonna drop my head through. So here I'm working the upper back position. This should not crunch the lower back. We want to find the arch in the upper back. This also stretches out the triceps. This also stretches out those lats, so those pull-up muscles. I'm gonna drive my elbows, if I can, against the roller, so I'm pushing against the roller, and then I'm gonna release. And one more more time, breathing. Big breath in, and then release. Okay, guys. Oh, one more thing I was missing. I do want to do one more rotation. I want to do some scorpions. And I'm using a couple different positions. I'm going to start with my arms out to the side. For you females, you got to kind of lift the body, the top of the body up a little bit as you roll to the side. You'll know why as soon as you start doing this. So I'm going to push my hands into the ground, and I'm going to do a nice little twist, reaching up and behind me with that leg. Then I'm going to switch sides. Nice twist to the other side. Ooh, a little cramp in the butt. And then switch again. Aiming that foot towards my hand. Not really getting very far with it, but that's okay. Feel everything stretching. And the other side. Okay, and I do want to switch my hand position for at least one of these. So I'm going to go into more of a goalpost position with my hand. So rather than it being straight out to the side of me, I'm going to put it up in a bent arm position. And then I'm going to go for that twist again. Now, I'm not going to get as far this time, especially for me, because my chest is pretty tight. I did bench yesterday, so it's a little tight today. Whatever range you have is fine. And I'm going to switch into the other side. Switch again one more time. A little bit of opening up there. A little easier on that side now. This side, not so much. Okay, that is it. That is 10 minutes of full body movement, working all the areas. Not only I'm going to use snowboarding, but just in general. So like I said, you can use that before any kind of activity you're getting ready to do, cycling, swimming, running, anything where you're using your body. It's a great way to warm up. And like I said, it's 10 minutes. So I'll do a variation of that once we get to the mountain. I've got about 45 minutes or so in the car. And then once I get all suited up and boots on, I will do the standing moves, the lunges, I'll do this stretch again that I did on the box. I'll do it on the edge of the car, which is really great for that upper back, especially if you're wearing a backpack when you snowboard or you ski like I do. I end up a little bit sore in the back because I get kind of in this rounded as I'm trying to hold the backpack onto my back. So good to open things up. And something you can do while you're skiing or you're active as well. And then just some core exercises. I'll do some squats, I'll do some side lunges, just some things like that before we get on the mountain. So enjoy your day, guys. I know I'm going to enjoy mine. Up here, there's lots of fresh powder up at Bachelor. So make it a great week, whatever you guys are doing. Talk to you soon.